All right, so let's go over some of the things that we've learnt in this presentation. So things to remember. In order to make a change to a file, you must check the file out. You can save as many times as you like when you're making those modifications, but when you complete those changes, you must check the file back in. When you've completed the check-in, during the check-in process, we actually advise that you add comments detailing the changes you've made so that other users can understand those changes. And just remember, everything's logged in PDM. The checkout, the check-in, the comments, all the versions of the files, old versions, they're all logged and retrievable from the PDM interface. Some other things to remember, and I've highlighted at the top of this slide, permissions control everything. I've mentioned quite a few times with the required permissions you can do this. So permissions are very granular in PDM. There's a lot of them, and your administrator controls the permissions. So if you can or can't do something, there's a good chance it's a permission that you just need granting. Now, users can add and move things around just like Windows Explorer with the required permissions. The idea here is that we want to keep the PDM system clean and organized, and we want to standardize everything in there. You can add additional folder structure as you need because it's Windows Explorer. So just like you do right now in Windows, you can right-click and add folders, add files, drop files into the folders. We recommend conforming to standards for aesthetics and searchability when you're browsing through the folders. But again, just to reiterate, permissions is what's going to allow you or deny you from doing any of those things. When you're done with PDM, you need to log off. The licenses in PDM are floating. So best practice is when you're done, simply log off your PDM system. The way you could do that is in the upper right-hand corner, you will see a little blue icon for your user account. And you just simply hit the drop down, and there's an option to log out right there. That takes you out of the PDM system. It frees up your license. The license goes back into the pool. Now other users can access that license.